Good morning, good morning. How are you? Thank you very much. Ain't no better way to start the morning. Oh, it's cold. Okay, I lied. Maybe there's a slightly better way to start the morning. I just got to think about the dopamine. Shoulders. Oh.
Makes me feel like you do when no one sets my body over.
Control the breathing. Oh, that's cold. Bloody hell. You know, if there's one thing that the military taught me, it's that everyone is out for themselves. Sounds brutal, but also I don't think it's a poor representation of life and certainly of business as well, because everyone is out there for themselves. But the beauty of being on your own means that you have full control over your surroundings. If you take accountability for everything, you then have control over everything. Is it super stressful, super difficult, and sometimes annoying? Yeah, of course. But does it give you the ability to dictate your outcomes and your future? Yeah, absolutely. So when you're doing stuff like this that you know no one else is doing to get an advantage, it puts you into a smaller bracket of people, which is only a good thing when you're talking about success and achievement. But I enjoyed my time in the military. Great people, great job. I was good at what I did, but I left because I knew that it wasn't going to get me to the point that I wanted to be in life. I was never going to be able to buy my house. I was never going to be able to create freedom, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, because it was a sick job, you know. If I could have done those things, who knows, I might have stayed. But sometimes, and especially as a man as well, you have to do things that are, going to put you in the best position, but also put the people you care about in the best position as well. And the process of enduring, that's part of that journey. Oh, little deep, meaningful conversation to start the morning in the cold. How are we? All good? Can I just get a coffee, bro? Just a oat milk latte. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I lied. This is the best way to start the day. Ice bath, oat milk latte, view. So what's the advantage of pairing up both caffeine and cold exposure? So the way cold exposure works is it actually increases your baseline level of dopamine. So the research on this is mixed depending on how long and the temperature. But there was one study where they didn't even use that colder water. It might have been 11 or 14 degrees Celsius, but they were in there for a long time, about 40 minutes. But they got a 2.5x boost in baseline dopamine for about 2 hours. And the way caffeine works is caffeine increases the availability of dopamine receptors in your brain. So basically you get an increase of the thing that detects dopamine, and you also get an increase in dopamine. So you don't just get a 2.5x boost, you might get a 3, 4, 5x boost. As we know, dopamine is responsible for motivation. So if you do that in the morning as a productivity protocol, you can massively increase the amount of work that you get done. And again, these are just things that you can do to biohack and put yourself in a higher and higher level of proficiency to outwork the competition. Another beautiful day out here in Bali, and I've decided that instead of just showing you guys the highlights of my life, that I'm going to show you my actual real life. Not just the travel, the going to Singapore for the YouTube video, but hey, this is actually what the day-to-day looks like running a 6-figure fitness consulting company. So this is what my calendar is looking like for the week. Bit of a rainbow calendar, but it does make sense in my head. This morning I was meant to have a meeting, but we ended up canceling that. And so I spent the morning updating our onboarding process. And second to that, I've been brainstorming ideas to update the corporate performance portal. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially the portal that my clients use with the most updated science-based literature and tips for things like eating out, client dinners, travel, circadian cycling, stress, a whole lot of different factors. So I've just been brainstorming this morning on ways we can continue to improve that, continue to add to that, elevate the quality of the service that I'm providing always. You can get free access if you're not a VIP client of mine. You'll get access to like a training program, a time-saving training program, backed with the fundamentals that I picked up when I was in the military. There's also some great tracking tools and whatnot in there. The free stuff's really good. So if you do want access to that, there's a link in the description. You can just sign up and get in there and get started on your journey right away. Hello, how are you? Well, I am looking to update my wardrobe, ideally with a dress shirt. So something similar to this in terms of like its fitting to go with everything else. So one of the shirts ideally. Bring your coffee as you try on clothes. Bye-bye.
You're making a vlog?
Yeah.
Well, my boss just asked me.
Yeah.
Take a picture of you doing a vlog in here.
Oh yeah?
And the owner wants to reach you personally. Can I get your Instagram or social media account?
Yeah, of course you can. You know, being a businessman isn't just about running a successful business. That's only 30% of it. Because what use is running a successful business if you don't look good, you don't feel good, you don't have energy, you don't have freedom? You got to ask yourself who you started this for in the first place. I can almost guarantee it wasn't yourself. It wasn't for self-benefit, it was likely for the people around you. Your loved ones, your wife, your kids, parents, family. Business and health are very similar. They're both designed to elevate your life, never take away. Don't let your business take away from your life. Put yourself in the kind of position where it adds to your life. And a major part of that's getting your health in check. Cheers. So we've had 2 new people join the program in the last 2 days. What I'm going to do now is liaise with the team, make sure that the strategies are looking on point for both those individuals. Make sure communication is on point and that they're getting everything delivered to them that they need. And whilst that's done, I'm also going to do some research in the background for updating the performance portal. I get asked often, frequently, why do you eat out? Now, I'm a big believer in eating out frequently because it saves me time, and time is simply my most valuable asset. It's the one thing you can't get more of, and I want to maximize my time. So when it comes to eating out, I just developed a super simple strategy, right? You want 60 to 70% of the meal to be a clean, lean protein source. And then ideally, you want to fill the remainder up with as much satiating carbohydrate as you can, whether it be low-calorie fruits. In this meal, I had pineapple, whether it be potato, rice. And then protein-wise, your cleanest and your leanest are generally like your eggs, your meats. Ideally, the leaner the meat, the better. But this works wonders in so many different ways. It's high in protein, so it keeps you satiated. Protein is also the most thermogenic nutrient, meaning you burn more calories through eating protein than you would through eating any other food source. Plus, it's also good for muscle growth, which of course increases your metabolism. There's so many different ways in which this is beneficial. If it saves me time, gives me energy, and I can improve my health through doing this, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so just pulled out to the gym now. Late night workout, got calls literally stacked up. So it's 7 p.m. now, 8 p.m. I've got calls all the way through till 11, I believe, or 11:30. So gonna crush this workout, hit some legs, hit some abs. You gotta get it in. Like this is, you know, this is life. Prioritize it, 45 minutes, get in, get out, get it done. Let's crush it. I do not feel strong. The number of times whilst being overseas on this business trip, I've had to restart, get strong, something happens, I get sick, I get barley belly, stop, start again, little injury there, little knee tweak here, stop, start again. This stuff, this is the game. This is the game that we fucking play. And it's not easy, and it shouldn't be easy. Because the good things in life are worth putting in the effort for. I hear people talk about this exercise pill that's supposedly coming out. Get rid of it. We don't need it. This is what we need. Tests. Mental tests. Workout complete. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. That's good. Good little sweat. Appreciate you. See ya. Whew. Workout done. Sometimes that's just all you've got time for, you know? 3 exercises in and out. Evening full of calls. Gonna be up late. You know, that's just the reality of owning a fucking business. Whether it's 45 minutes an hour, whatever it is, just make it non-negotiable. Just, you have to do it. It doesn't matter. You'll respect yourself more, you'll feel better, and you'll get more done.
under circumstances like this where I'm born to perform. Really. Like, you take your job seriously. You're a pro. You're a professional. I'm not just a gym trainer. I'm a professional health and performance coach. Tim, how you doing?
Oh, bro, honestly, I'm raging. I feel like I know what makes a good ad. I feel like it's there, and the systems are good, and I just can't get a fucking good ad through, and I'm livid. And I agree that the concept was I'm just gonna go for like authority sell.
So this ad's live. This is what your perfect ad idea is.
And that essentially wraps up what was a pretty typical day in my life. So look, if you did enjoy that video, please drop a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. I'm on a journey to grow this business, a journey to grow my life, a journey to improve. And if you want to watch that journey or be a part of the journey, this is a great way to do it, is to follow these videos and follow along. Plus, if you're a business owner, executive, CEO yourself, you're also going to get insider scoop into all the tips and tricks I picked up through half a decade in the military that I actively use in my lifestyle in order to stay in the best shape possible and also help high-level clients around the world. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in a future video. Adios.